Okay, from table tennis now we go to tennis, Cecilia, right?
Before we go there, there's another one, something that had to do with the Okpekpe road race. Okpekpe International 10 kilometers road race registration is going to start. It's starting. It's been opened for the 5th edition, and the race is going to be May 13th, of course, in Isako East local government area of Edo State. That's where it's taking place. And Darius, on the spokesperson for the race, sent the release that those intending to run for quick and easy registration, so you have to download the track app that has been launched earlier this month, and you should be able to register for it. So it started, so they've started with the applications and all that. You just have to register for you to be able to participate. And you want to collect the form, you're going to submit it online and all that. The registration is done online, so the road race tracking app will be able to do that for you. That's if you have it. So we know that is one of those big races in Nigeria right now. It's the 5th edition taking place this year, May 13th. But then I think the organizers have been doing a whole lot of job to ensure that they improve on it every year. Of course, I mean, we just had the Lagos City Marathon, and it was very impressive. This is one of those big long distance races in Nigeria as well too, and this is it's been on now for about 4 years now. This is the 5th edition, so we expect a lot more, a better competition than what we saw last year. So yeah, I like this one a lot. I mean, the more competitions we have in Nigeria, the better it will be for the development of long distance racing in the country. Okay, now move to the tennis you were talking about now, the Laver Cup. That's interesting, I was excited. Right? Another Ryder Cup, the Laver Cup, the Ryder Cup, but then this coming up in September. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting because Roger Federer has been trying his best, to make it sound as competitive as possible. He's been trying his best, to remove the exhibition tag from it, because he feels this is going to be a very competitive tournament. But it's a Laver Cup that will see 6 players from Europe and 6 from the rest of the world compete in both singles and doubles events over 3 days. The tournament will be annual except in Olympic years. That's very interesting. It will rotate between major cities in Europe and the world. Both Federer and great rival Rafael Nadal, they've committed to Team Europe. I mean, it's looking very unfair because we have Nadal and Federer competing for Team Europe. What about the likes of Andy Murray, Novak Djokovic, Stan Wawrinka? What if they all say, okay, we're going to play for Team Europe? So who's going to play for the rest of the world? Rest of the world will play. You have other tennis guys. I think what I love about this Laver Cup was actually the promotion. When they had to promote it by actually playing tennis on the boat. And the thing is, most of the balls actually ended inside the water anyway. But then they're trying to sell tickets and just make it kind of glamorous like you have in the Ryder Cup. But you talked about that it's more like an exhibition game, but then no points will be there. No points. But then Federer feels it's more serious. That's why, he can't wait to actually partner Rafael Nadal. But I think he would have loved him on the opposition side. That would have been nice, Yeah, but the format of the competition is Europe versus the world. So there's no way Nadal and Federer will play against each other. So they will be on the same team. They're obviously very good friends, but off the court, they're very good friends, and they've got a very great relationship going. So, for team rest of the world, surely I don't want to be part of that team because the Team Europe a lot better side. But I think I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be exciting. I like to see the best tennis players in the world come together, play a particular tournament. So although no points, but I think it's still. I want to go along. I want to believe what Roger Federer is saying, that it's going to be very competitive. Let's listen to Roger Federer. He's been speaking on the 2017 Laver Cup. Stay with us.
Really often that you have a chance to play on the boat under the Charles Bridge. So I think it was a very special moment to do. The weather and everything works pretty well. We had a great audience on the bridge, watching us, which I think it was everything well made, well set up, and I think we both really enjoyed it. We were keep playing and playing, so it was fun. It was very nice.
The idea is to absolutely have a tough tournament, tough matches. The better man wins, so that's the idea of the Laver Cup. It has maybe no points, and that's why people might consider it an exhibition, but that's not how the captains see it. That's not how Rod Laver sees it. He wants us to represent our part of the world with pride and try our very best. I guess I would love to play with Rafa just because of our rivalry has been so special, and I've seen his wicked forehand go past me too often that it'd be nice to have him on my team and actually admire his forehand and admire his shot making. So I think that'd be quite special.
Roger Federer speaking on the 2017 Laver Cup, which will hold from September to the 22nd to the 24th in Prague, Cecilia. That's about it for that one. I'm looking forward to watching the best players in Europe play against the best player from the world.
They definitely have great captains. You have Bjorn Borg and of course John McEnroe. Bjorn Borg captain Europe and John McEnroe captain team of the world. But then we're just looking forward to it because we're having the best tennis stars coming together to play tennis. It's just going to be like you have Ryder Cup, the best across the world. But then the rest of the world, you're like, who are you going to pick then? Because I'm thinking all the players in Europe want to play for the European team.
So that means it's going to be
Asia, people like maybe Kaini
Shikori, players
Milos
from America.
Milos Raonic.
Milos Raonic, not bad,
Milos
right?
Raonic, definitely, he's good.
Canadian,
Then, we're trying to pick names now. We're trying to pick names now.
We're struggling.
This shouldn't be.
It's not a fair fight, right? It's not
Ryan
a fair
Cilic,
fight. Ryan Cilic is Europe.
It's Europe,
so,
okay. We'll rule him out. I'm trying to get these guys from the American. How am I trying to forget that? I'm trying to remember his name. The big server.
Yeah, but you can understand why you're struggling.
Skip him now.
The best players in tennis right now are Europeans. That's the fact.
So it's going to be like a disadvantage, except some would decide to just pitch their tent with the rest of the world. So it's not going to be like what it's done in the Ryder Cup, where you have the Europe and the Americans. So I think that's the difference, in the sense that you're going to have maybe some in Europe having to say, okay, I want to join the rest of the world and play. But if you have to take a look at the fact that only those, if you use the fact that like the Ryder Cup system, whereby only those from Europe get to play in with the European team, then it's going to be a whole lot of disadvantage, because you have too many top and big players in Europe that are playing so well in tennis. And from the other side, we're actually struggling to actually name some top big players right now who are playing so well in Europe. But then we can also have the female version of this one. It's going to be nice, right?
Yeah, that'll be good too. Yeah, but right now the organizers haven't said anything
about that.
So it might happen. Might happen later on. Later on, it might happen later in the future. Let's move from tennis now, Cecilia. You started the show with Modi.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a surprise.
And you know what? I was actually shocked. When I like, okay, you're not doing so badly, but you decide to say, okay, I don't want it again. But then you guys can talk to us on Twitter and on Facebook. What do you think about his resignation? Was it a good decision for him? Could he have just stayed longer? Because it's just match day 9 in Nigerian Professional Football League, and you're having one of the top coaches in the league actually resigning after having how many losses? 4. He has lost 4 games, 2 draws, 3 wins, and losing at home. He felt that was just too much for him to bear, and he decided to leave. Talk to us on Twitter and on Facebook. What do you think about the decision of Modi to leave Abia Warriors at this very crucial time? It's a crucial time because I feel, when you start in the league season and you've just played 10 games, you can actually, you don't know what's going to happen next. The poor run is not permanent. It's temporary. And we're going to break now. We'll come back. We'll be talking more on Modi and the reason he decided to resign from Abia Warriors.